everyone, it's Clay. Welcome back to another episode of 3 choreographers, 1 song. Oh my gosh, this episode is crazy. We've got 3 amazing choreographers, Junna Yagi, Nick Joseph, and Taryn Cheng. The song they'll be dancing to is Cold Blooded by Jessi, with a freaking eye, Jessi, queen. Let's get into it. Choreographer number 1, Junna Yagi.
Hey guys, this is Junna Yagi. I'm from Japan and I'm back in LA. Woo! Currently traveling the world, doing workshops, and yeah, that's what I do. I've never heard this song before and it was very catchy and it's K-pop and I felt the energy. I'm more of a R&B dancer, choreographer, so I had to change a little bit of my style. There were lots of sounds, lots of that. It was hard for me to match the songs and the movement because my style is kind of different. Favorite parts is definitely the last part where I go like, it's just fun movement, yeah. Look into my brown eyes, yeah, yeah. Cold sugar, that's me. 내가 이렇고 저렇고 봤잖아, ain't no hasta mañana. 이건 conscious, 이건 상식. 랩 때려 박아버려 나의 방식. Come and beat it up like a mosh pit. 땀이 흘러내린다 like CrossFit. 네가 잘내, 나 피가 잘내. 내미 내 eyes in my vein. 기가 세네, 내 피가 세네. 딱이 좋세 like I'm rain. Shake me, get better. You know what the name is? I'm a money night head up. 참 말이 돼, cause I'm famous.
So cool. They ask you how you are. I want to be like her when I grow up.
I want to do that, but I can't.
Yeah, on behalf of both of us, I would say we're generally not very cool.
Yeah, it's just genuinely her.
You can tell she's enjoying herself, and like Nick said, it's just genuinely her that's coming through her movement and through the screen too. That just makes me want to like smile along with her.
She smiles at her piece. I don't smile at my pieces. I'm just stressed the whole time.
Right, same. Even just the way that she attacked the really strong bases at the beginning of the piece was so different to like how we did. Because we're used to dancing with each other and like we have this tendency where we feel like we have to hit every single like syllable and sound. Yeah. That's not always the case. That's not always the most effective thing to do. And so yes, she's moving very fast, but she's also picking her moments where she's just hitting a groove that's like a little bit more evenly paced or a little bit slower.
She's still hitting everything, but she knows when to like step back and strip things away. That's like mastery of her own craft. The whole time watching, like I don't hear music the way she does, which is so fun and refreshing to see. I wanna be like you, Junna.
We wanna be like you, Junna.
Hey y'all, it would mean the world to us if you gave this video a thumbs up and also considered subscribing to our channel. It costs you nothing but 2 little clicks, but it really helps our channel hugely. But what's even cooler is if you want to grow as a dancer and take online dance classes, then the first 100 people to sign up for Steezy Studio using the coupon code FIRST100 will get 20% off their first annual Steezy subscription. Okay, now back to some fire dancing. Choreographer number 2, Nick Joseph.
What's up, y'all? This is Nick Joseph, dancer and choreographer for GRV. I've also choreographed some of your favorite K-pop stuff with TXT and Hypen and BTS.
Which K-pop artist picks up your choreo the best?
Youngjoon from TXT. He learned like a whole like minute-long piece in the span of like 45 minutes, just like watching me do it and try to teach him. I think this piece took me around 3 days to choreograph, really trying to figure out how I wanted to do this piece in terms of its intention and just the direction of it all, because I felt like there was just a lot of things that I could possibly do. In some cases, it's like, oh wow, like there's a lot to do, but it's also very like jarring and like not knowing which choices to make. I think the only place that I was struggling with was just like how to create a dynamic in which I utilize all the skills that I have. So like the first section is very like ISO based, lots of like the typical stuff that I kind of do, and then the second section is like grooves, which I don't typically do, but I feel like it called for. So I was like, okay, let's try and like use this overall, just trying to embellish it with like character and life. All of this stuff into the brown eyes and this little like boom 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 bass thing, triple bass, boom boom boom, go my footwork. That's like my favorite part. I think when I made it, I was like, that's cool.
때려 박아버려 나의 박씨 Come and beat it up like a mosh pit 땀이 흘러내린다 like CrossFit 비가 차네 나 비가 차네 That mean that ice in my vein 기가 세네 나 기가 세네 땅이 쪼세 like I'm rain Take it, cook it, let it, cook it, let it You know what the name is, yes 아무 말이나 해도 다 말이 돼 Cause I'm famous
Hey. Nice. So much detail. And it's like interesting because I think when I think of detail, I like use my hands, which he does, but then he also incorporates like very specific footwork too. That's super like exact on the musicality.
Yeah, and he didn't miss a beat though.
I know.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's f***ing good.
That
The na look into my brown eyes, like the way he like did this into like the triple bass was really crazy.
The part that I like was like dum 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 dum. I was feeling it. When I came to LA this time, his class was one of my first class to take. I realized that he's very detailed. He knows his body, how he works, and I think he takes time to create. And every time I watch him dance, I'm just wowed.
His movement choices are super unique. He picks really different frames and angles. You can just tell that he's put a lot of thought and like intention into everything that he does. He makes it look effortless.
Yeah.
Like because it's his artistry and his movement, but learning it is an entirely different story. Comparing like how you feel and watching him dance, you're like, wow, he's really taken time to like master his craft.
Yeah, he makes it look everything so easy.
Yeah, it's not.
Choreographer number 3, Taryn Cheng.
Hi everyone, I'm Taryn. I am a choreographer for GRV Dance Company, and I've had the pleasure to choreograph for artists like Somi and Treasure, and also dance for The Boys and BTS. I really had a great time working with Somi. I gave her some pretty challenging choreo, like jumping and doing really full out choreo, but she killed it. So yeah, working with Somi was awesome. First of all, this is my second time doing 3 choreographers, 1 song, and for me, it was just like, this is my chance at redemption. So I have to like do my best and throw everything possible in this piece. So I think a lot of my revisions just came from trying to figure out what elements I wanted to incorporate, because there was just a lot of ideas in my head of like, I want it to be athletic and I want it to be full out, but also like detailed at the same time. So I think more than anything, it was maybe just me overthinking a bit. My favorite part, I think there's this one part where she spells out her name. I just wanted that to be like a really clear wordplay moment. So I started going through this like, this is a J, I think that's correct to the audience. And then like, this is an E, I think that's also correct to the audience. And then also just like really diving into a character and a certain performance element. I think that was really fun for me as well.
Ooh! That pose though.
Nah, 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 look into my brown eyes. Yeah, yeah. 그래 거울 속에 nah, nah. That's me. 내가 이렇군 저렇군 해봤자 ain't no 아싸 마ñana. 이건 한식, 이건 상식. 랩 때려 박아버려 나의 방식. Come and beat it up like a mosh pit. 땀이 흘러내린다 like CrossFit. 네가 차네, 난 네가 차네. 땀이 내 eyes in my vein. 기가 세네, 나 기가 세네. 땅이 쪼세 like I'm rain. Take it, cook it, let it, cook it, let it. You know what the name is, yes. 아무 말이나 해도 다 말이 돼, cause I'm famous.
Nice.
Ooh, cheers.
She said,
That was fierce.
what's kind of crazy is that coming from like similar backgrounds, her and I, we hear music very similarly and we interpret it very similarly. So there's certain like things in there that she did, I was like, oh shoot, I kind of like did something similar. Like the I thing, like I started with my I too. And then even like the J-E crooked letter section, like spelling out her name with like certain like hand movements. So I think it's really cool to see like similar backgrounds interpret things similar but differently at the same time.
I saw like all her videos and I'm a fan. I think her style is more like hand moves. It was kind of different for me to watch this side of her. She has the performance and the facial expressions and everything, and she makes it like different for every types of songs. So I really like that.
She just has like a really good way of like mixing her athleticism with just dance in general. So that whole like last like tricking combo, that like low hook to like scoop to tornado kick. I have a background in tricking and I never use it in choreography, but I think the way in that she did it was very well justified and like well placed in the music. Yeah, I just wouldn't have made that choice.
Hey, you! Are you subscribed to Steezy's channel yet? Because if you're not, make sure you subscribe down below and give this video a like too. They have such great content, including this video too, so don't miss out.
Please subscribe to the Steezy YouTube channel. Please take my classes as well on Steezy Studio. I have a few classes on there and I would love to see you guys dance. Yeah.
Make sure to like this video and to take classes on Steezy.
That's your routine with the hearts. Oh. And then exit the frame. Whoa! Nice! Solid.